We are the host organization for the GLEC conference that will be held in Quito, Ecuador in May, almost next month of 2022. It is my pleasure to be here, standing in front of you, presenting a little bit more about the conference and about our beautiful city and our country, Ecuador.
Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Daniela. My name is Matias Campos. I'm the CEO of Astralinto Space Technologies, local new space company in Ecuador, and we're very excited about bringing the GLEC to Ecuador and the Latin American region to represent a global conference on space for emerging countries. Okay, very good. So, sorry, there we go. So just as our talk is titled, the GLEC as well has the tagline, Space Ecosystems that bring government, industry, and society together. These are organized by the IAF, and we're very happy to collaborate with them in hosting through the Sideralis Foundation at our beautiful Hilton Hotel in Quito. Okay. We are lucky to be working with IPC co-chairs Val Munsami, former CEO of SANSA, and IAF former ACDC EC chair. We also work with our local Juan Jaramillo Rojas, president of the Sideralis Foundation. We also would like to thank all the IPC members present today for their work and commitment to make GLEC a great experience. So GLEC it's following the mission of the International Astronautical Federation to promote space in emerging countries. We look to create awareness of essential legislative and policy elements that must be included so that emerging countries such as the ones in Latin America and others around the world need to be an active members of space industry. We also look to promote the creation and development of local space industry, just like the startup Astralinto that I have the chance to be the CEO, and promote young entrepreneurs into becoming into space, coming to forums like this one, and the one that we're bringing to Quito. Finally, it's in places of emerging space, it's very important to first promote why space. So promote the benefits and socio-economic impact that an event like this can cause for the local economy. Okay, as you see on screen, these are the topics that will be focused on during the GLEC conference. Benefits of space, as I just mentioned, financial models and resourcing, technology skills development, base infrastructure requirements, space industry development and support, and legal and policy. We have curated a program that develops all these topics. As you see on the screen, on Monday we have a dedicated day to an entrepreneurship industry workshop that's being organized by the local startup Astralinto, and also we have a space policy and law masterclass organized by the IAF. On the next days, we have a very interesting set of plenaries and GNFs that focus on the points that we previously showed. We also have a very interesting opening ceremony, welcome reception, and gala dinner to complement the event. Additionally, we have a Ministers and Members of Parliament forum where we look to discuss topics like the newly created ALCE, Agencia Espacial Latinoamericana, Latin American Space Agency, and other options and projects that can bring space in a more prominent way to the region and other emerging countries. Finally, we hope to have all of you be part of the very nice cultural programs present in Quito and Ecuador. Lastly, before I leave the floor to my colleague Daniela, I want to mention that the Space Generation Advisory Council is co-hosting, right before the GLEC, we're hosting the 7th South American Space Generation Workshop, where we would like students and young professionals from Latin America and all emerging countries visiting Quito for the GLEC to convene to discuss how the space generation can be a key active part of space industry and develop into the future. So registration and sponsorships are now open for this event, as well as for the GLEC. Yep. A little bit more information about the Space Industry Entrepreneurship Workshop. There's going to be an interactive workshop that we're planning with a sponsor, The Orbit. So The Orbit has already verbally committed to working with Astralinto on showing how we can integrate our local ground station into a network of a mission management platform that they are creating. Additionally, we'll have a Latin American New Space panel where young entrepreneurs are going to be featured from Mexico, Costa Rica, Guatemala, and other places. We're looking to bring people from Africa as well. Additionally, we have high-level keynotes and a special announcement coming. Okay, Danny.
Thank you, Matias. Something very important to follow on Matias' words is talk about the exhibition on the GLEC conference. So we're planning on an exhibition of 10 spots. 6 of them would be single and 4 of them would be double. As the conference is approaching fast, almost all of the booths are taken, but don't forget that there are still opportunities to promote your brand. Also, talking a little bit about sponsorship opportunities, we have created a sponsorship kit with the members of the IAF, and we're happy to have it open for opportunities. We have a lot of interesting slots and slots that have yet to be filled, other that are filled with amazing sponsors. So first of all, thank you to all that are already with us. And I encourage you to check them out and to let us know if there's anything that you want to tailor or to accommodate, and we'll make sure to give you a great experience as a sponsor. And for registrations, I just want to remind you that the early bird tickets are ending tomorrow. Of course, as IAF members, all of you have a great rate and a discount for being part of this amazing community. So I encourage you all to participate and to come to Ecuador to live an unforgettable experience. Now I want to talk a little bit about the venue. So the venue, it's taking place on a centric hotel in the city of Quito, Hotel Colón. It's a traditional, beautiful hotel. We have some very interesting rooms prepared for the event, as well as common spaces and interesting activities to do that will be open to everyone that attends the event. So here are some pictures of the venue. I also wanted to give you a brief mention on our gala dinner, which will be held in a 16th century Catholic Roman church in the center of Quito. This is the San Francisco Church. It's really going to be an amazing experience, and I really hope that all of you can be part of it. So apart from the patrimonial and all of the heritage and culture that you will be seeing, we will have cultural shows, we will have, of course, an amazing meal at the convent of the church, and a lot of beautiful experiences that you will be able to live in Quito. Before I go to the next slide, I wanted to mention a little bit some important aspects about our city, Quito. So Quito was the first city ever to be declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site back in 1978, owing to its geographical beauty, the 18th century architecture, the priceless colonial treasures that we have in our city, and the living traditions and cultures that we own. But I always think that pictures can represent 1,000 words, but even more, a video can represent 1,000,000 words. So please enjoy a little bit of this beautiful video that we have created alongside Quito Tourism, that is one of our partners, and live a little bit of what our city has to offer. But I invite you to live the whole experience at the GLEC conference in May in Quito. You're all invited. Thank you.
I'm looking for a story, a place to spark it. I was always encouraged to look beyond, to cross frontiers. Life is not just a ride you jump on. You make it your own. You open trails. I work hard on not letting things become familiar. I love strange territories, the heartbeat of uncertainty, and the constant change of the landscape. I seek the soul of people, not what they do, but who they are. Traveling helps me to keep perspective, remember what's important, the beauty of a flower, of a smile. I was taught not to take things for granted, to treasure every breath I take, to taste every flavor. Each moment triggers my next step. Passion, inspiration, new places, new sensations are all relentless, addictive things I pump into my blood. Each mile walked, each new friend are the things I treasure the most. I can have nothing but that, yet that is so much. I pay tribute to life by enjoying the most simple things. Unfamiliar habitats, strange encounters, facing fears and fearing nothing. I find myself living on a roller coaster and still have the time to stop and contemplate. I seek a unique experience to tell my story, and I know where to start.
Before I go, I just want to mention that the beautiful gold church that you saw there is the church where we'll be having the gala dinner. So please come to Ecuador, and we'll be looking forward to welcome you all in May. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Daniela and Matthias. Don't leave without getting our pins. This is really going to be a very exceptional event, and as we have a bit of time, a few minutes, I don't know whether there are questions about GLEC. If there are no questions, I'm very happy to tell you a few more, give you a few more information about this exceptional conference. As you may remember, the IAF putting forward the agenda of 3G diversity is focusing since years now on integrating also emerging countries and communities into our space community. And as one of the outstanding initiatives, we had hosted and organized a first global conference for space for emerging countries in Marrakesh in Morocco in 2019. And this was kind of the first of this type of events and was appreciated really very much. And I think for some of you that have been part of this GLEC conference in Morocco, I think this was really an unforgettable event. And I can tell you, you will not regret to come to Quito and go for the second edition. The program is outstanding. We are a program committee of more than 80 international specialists are working to shape this program. So you will have the best speakers on the topic, a lot of local speakers as well from the Latin American region and environment, and from all levels, I would say, because we are all also hosting ministers and members of parliament forum. So we will have government representatives of the countries in the Latin American region, as well as industry, young generation people, and it will certainly be an interesting program. It will also offer, and I can tell you this from my own experience, I've been to Quito for the first time in December, and just recently again for a promotional event which we did there. This is really an exceptional environment. You arrive in Quito at a level of 3,000 meters already. You can go directly from the city center, the one of the volcanoes, till 4,000 meters, and then you can still hike further on to 4,500 meters if your air and your condition allows for that. And this is only one of the marvelous things. Ecuador lying at the equator itself, it's an outstanding experience to really go to the equator and visit this place. And they are doing all kinds of experiments there as well. So Quito, I can only really warmly recommend to you, join us there. The registration is open. Visit our website. It is from the 16th to the 20th of May.